Yeah. Yeah.
It's constantly changing anyway.
Oh, I've been
It's
there.
just weird to me.
You gotta go visit your team. All right, we're back for round two. We'll let these guys know that they can get going.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yo,
Just like that. And now they get going. That's the whole thing.
That's the bit.
Matt soul crushed me like with Hardened scales. It was great.
Yeah, what were you playing?
I was playing Belcher. It was surprisingly
Belcher.
interactive Magic.
Really?
Yeah.
Belcher?
It was. So
Like he interacted with you?
yes, game one he
Did you
interacted.
interact with him?
Yes, I did.
Really?
That's
What'd
crazy.
What'd you do?
So-
Did you play like a
Crazy talk.
force of vigor?
So game one, yes, Force of Vigor was part of it, but there was more to it than that. That's how crazy it was.
Oh, you do have counter spells in Belcher.
I take him out for him. I
I
used
would
one in
too.
game one though. It saved my life. It allowed me to survive the turn to activate the Belcher. Or not activate the Belcher. It allowed me to
I
survive
can't believe you
to
built that deck in paper, Jerry.
yeah, I've had it before Ren and 6 Bosiju shenanigans. I've had it for a long time. Back when Oops All Spells was the thing to do, the deck was actually playable.
What's up, motherfucker?
What's up, Mosh?
It's fun to see people play Belcher in paper. It's a fucking bear of a thing to do.
But game one, he
Um,
forced me to do the Storm combo with Reforge the Soul with Pact of Negation to save my life.
Just so you know, Isaiah, the way I said it, "What's up, motherfucker?" That's the correct English pronunciation.
Yeah, because you're saying
Yeah, this is just what
Fukas.
texting has done to
mother
American youth.
motherfuckers.
Yep.
Nobody knows how to spell anything correctly because they're used to texting shorthand.
They don't
Yeah.
need to. They don't need to anymore.
That's
It's
true.
antiquated. It's a new age.
Game
New age
two,
of bad grammar.
I was using Recross the Paths to buy up answers to try to grind him out. Like every turn, it was Recross put
That's
Force on top,
interesting.
Recross put
interesting.
Fury on top. I ended
Fun
up
angle.
buying my Kahira just to pitch it to a Force of Vigor. So, it was interesting stuff.
Hey, the old Goblin Guide start. There's that.
Burn, baby, burn.
In the current age of companions, I do think that they are more often pitched than played.
Yes,
A lot of the time.
it is
yeah.
it is very rare, but occasionally I will play it to go for the Fury beatdown plan.
Which I think is a more acceptable version of
what they are.
Companions.
Yeah.
Like they've basically gotten rid of the ones that give you card advantage, like when they on ETB, and that's correct. I think.
Right. I still think I think the whole mechanic needs to go. That's just a personal opinion.
Yeah,
it's shared with
I
a lot of people.
I don't
Yeah.
like Tron having access to just a free 8-drop.
and I think they should just. I mean, honestly, they could just get rid of that one because it's the last one that's even remotely
Yeah.
playable.
Right. Just like people will talk about like a violent outburst ban. So if that gets banned, then we start turning into the Fires of Invention Kiruga piles with massive card advantage for free. Like it snowballs. It won't stop.
Yeah, it's not great. It was an obvious mistake for anybody that's played the game in a constructed sense, but they're on the train they're on, and that train.
I could be wrong.
is-
The last thing I ever want to do at this point of my life is like guess what Wizards is thinking, because I think that
Oh, it's all
what
over
they
the place,
do
man.
is it's like less than random. I think at this point what they
Yeah.
do.
Well, it's whatever they think will sell product.
Right.
and they don't care about any format at all. They only
Well, with
care
the
about
bands, they
selling-
don't care about selling product with bands.
No, not with bands.
You
Not
know,
with bands.
and
but
that's
they
what,
just
that's what I'm
they
talking
just stopped
about.
doing. They just stopped doing them.
Yeah, I'm
You're
talking
saying-
about specifically about bands here.
Yeah.
And I just think that it would take a huge change for them to want to ban Violent Outburst, just because you'd be banning multiple decks in the format.
Right.
And that's something they don't want to do.
No, I'm not here for the bans. Matter of fact, next week is a ban announcement.
Is there?
I thought it was
Yeah,
supposed to be yearly now.
No, it's every 3 weeks after a standard set release.
Okay.
They have
Yeah,
a
it's been that way
scheduled
for a
announcement.
The Bears.
while.
had to
So
say it.
do you think do you anticipate any shakeups?
Unbans. I anticipate another unban of some
I
type.
hope so.
That's
Yeah.
kind of, and that's what I'm here
the
for.
healthiest
Like,
thing that we could do right now.
if you can't go back in time and ban everything from Horizons 2, and Lord of the Rings, so because the format is just ultra powerful.
You just got to match the power level with some other stuff.
So
Which
at this point,
they could do.
let people play their cards.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you could make an argument on the ban list to unban
Almost
everything except
Almost
for
everything.
mana acceleration, and
Yeah.
even then, like
and the artifacts lands, I'm not in favor of.
Yeah.
right, I'm not in favor of that either. But those are probably less egregious than say like
Yeah.
a Simian
things
Spirit
that-
Guide
things that open-
Also, mental misstep is just like
Well, that's an
I-
obvious
you can't-
one.
you
Nobody
can't-
that creates a dumb game. Free shit
That's
Yeah.
not fun.
creates a
No,
dumb
the,
game.
the things that create decks are what we need
Yeah,
unbanned.
and time wasting.
Splinter
cards.
Twin.
I don't want KCI unbanned. I don't want eggs
for sure.
to be a thing. Like anything that's wasting everybody's time, I'm not.
Because that was one of the last
However,
bans they actually did.
I think you
was
could
the
release.
time-wasting ban.
I think you could release Splinter Twin. I think you could release Eye of Ugin. I even think you can release Hogak.
Eye of Ugin is one that's probably more of discussion.
So here's why I think it is. The Eye of Ugin deck was banned on the back of Simian Spirit Guide also being in the deck. So not only could you just do the Mimics and Endless Ones on turn 1, you could also play Eldrazi Obligators and Eldrazi Aggravators on
Right.
turn 1. Without Simian Spirit Guide, all you have is these little 2/2s and 2/1s that get shot by a Fury.
We can agree to disagree, Jerry. I don't think that card's unbannable at all.
I would love to see
I
the
thought
format.
The strength of that deck was pooping out 3 2/2s that became 4/4s on turn 2. Like that,
They are
to me,
2/1s.
That was the thing that
The Mimic is a 2/1.
But
you play 3 of them on turn 1, and then
Yeah.
on turn 2 you play Thought Knot Seer and turn them all into 4/4.
Right. That
And like that was the start that like fucking.
well,
yes.
what he's saying was
Shit.
Fury. Fury
But
can stop that.
Fury just
Oh.
ends the game. Like Fury is a single card hoser against the
Yeah.
entire Eldrazi aggro deck. That's
That's
why I'm
fair.
interested in it.
I'm also,
I think it's a discussion.
I'm
I
also
wouldn't
not
be
in favor of
of
giving
it.
Tron that card back.
That's
Yeah, just
true.
giving Tron more pieces is kind of dumb.
Because
Yeah.
I played Tron when that card, and like that was a
Ozolith.
hit. Losing that singleton copy of Eye of Ugin was a real hit to Tron.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now in Modern Tron, with all the shit they've gotten since, to have that back.
They really don't need it. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, the difference between like an 8 mana Ulamog and a 10 mana Ulamog is not as much. It's a lot more than you think. It makes a huge difference. Just
Right.
being able to cast another spell to turn the Ulamog is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The other thing I mentioned, Hogak, that could also come back.
I think Hogak could, because there's enough, like,
You could bring
in the
it and
format.
Bridge from Below back.
yeah.
You could
Yeah.
just
I
lose
don't
the.
think there's any reason to bring Bridge from Below back because that card is never going to do anything fair.
That's the point.
Well, so my thing with that is I don't think we need more combo in the format, so I would be
I don't want
against
another Golgari Grave Troll. I don't want to unban something that a year from now we're like, why
The
did we
counter
unban
on
this? We have to
Patchwork.
reban it.
I don't want that.
But like the whole mechanic of
Ozolith. New
Bridge from Below
Ozolith.
just loses to every evoke creature.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like it just
Yeah.
like
Fair.
you just like they go cast Hogak and you go subtlety, evoke in
What-
response to lose your
Yeah,
bridges,
it really
blow out your
does-
Hogak, put it in
really
your
does
deck.
Shut that down.
I think that they'll never unban Golgari Grave Troll again just because
Just
Yeah,
because
we-
dredges.
they're not.
We know
they've
that.
already failed at doing that, so they're just not going to try.
Tracking
again.
in for 4 here with the Patrick Automata.
Oh, there's a game going on. Okay.
Yes, there is. Sorry, guys.
Oh, that's all right.
Uh,
More bandwagon discussion will continue into this match.
Matt Wise, for those who are interested, his Urza Saga targets in his deck right now are Springleaf Drum, 2 copies of Ozolith. He does have a Pithing Needle main. I ran into the victim of that.
That's gonna be.
Jump with a
That's gonna be.
guide.
He's probably gonna draw it because that's what you do.
And-
You draw bad cards.
Right.
Against
And-
burn.
And speaking
Right.
of bad cards, why is Carmel playing Eidolon?
He hasn't updated. Okay, well, I mean, he could just kill him now.
It's not updated. The dude's playing a Blood
No,
Crypt.
I mean,
Bet
yeah,
there's an Orcish
he
Bowmaster in
hasn't
that pile.
updated it, but he
I-
could just kill him
I
right
love
now.
it. Like, he was like
He
dude,
could just die.
he was off of Eidolon last time I knew. So this is new. I'm into it.
All right,
then
so Matt cannot cast
die.
anything else for the rest of the game.
All right.
Oh, die. That works
He's-
too.
He's just
Yeah,
dead.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, oh no, he's playing a not updated list for burn.
I know,
then
Eidolon
it
can
just
still
murdered
get there.
Somebody.
I don't believe that his list is unupdated because I know Carmel and he always changes
Yeah,
his
he
list.
plays with it a lot.
Yeah.
He loves it. I bet there's a Bowmaster in that pile, though. Bet. Firecrafts? Ooh. Okay, smashes. Yeah, those are coming in. Chalice of the Void. Chalice. Slide in Chalice, Carmel. What are you doing? No, dude, putting it in.
Maybe he's thinking that Chalice is just not very good. Like,
Oh, yeah, he's on the draw. Duh.
Yeah, he's on the draw.
Disregard. I'm a dummy.
So he'll bring it in game 3 if there is a game 3.
Right. I'm a dummy. I apologize.
That's all right.
Sometimes
It's still not a terrible suggestion because they are going to draw 0 drops.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
they
just being able to
absolutely
shut
are,
down
for sure.
that shit is going to be important.
right. While they're sideboarding Dustin, so I watched the my Living End versus John Parker on Cabal Coffers.
Okay.
You dogged on me hard, dude.
If I had $1 for every time I've said that, I could quit my job.
I know you could. It was funny.
No, so here's the thing. I've been accused of that by everybody at some point in time.
I don't care.
If you're on here long enough, it will happen.
As you should.
Yeah.
Dog me harder, baby.
Yeah. I honestly don't remember, but it's fucked up, man. You would not believe how many times I come in here on Friday and we're drinking beer the whole time. We're like fucking around.
Fucking around,
And
getting
then,
drunk.
we are
I'll
fucking
be
around.
working on Monday. Like I'll be in the shit in my job, and like I'll get a text from somebody like, "Hey man, when you said this in the coverage, what I was thinking was that I was afraid that he was going to draw this, and then like it was like, dude, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. like, it happens all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, don't take that shit personally. Man.
Here you
Like,
go.
like, I don't care.
I'm not taking it personally, but I'm gonna let you eat it though.
No, that's fine.
Dothy Voidwalker is not great against Living End, and I will stand by that.
It's
You're
good against
actually,
Living
You're
End.
actually wrong.
It's good
actually
against
are
Living
wrong.
End.
I am 100% correct.
You can play the fuck around it for sure.
I continually play around it. I continually crush people with who play it.
I think it's good.
It's still good against the deck, though. Even if
Do you know how I lose more times than not against Scam? When they scam a grief and rip out both my violent outbursts.
Oh yeah.
That's how I lose.
Yeah, but you could top deck Magic from there.
You can, but that's not how you want to do it.
Well, no. But so the Dauthi Voidwalker, like you can play against it and play against it well, but it is still good against the deck.
Right. It's still fine. It's
a good card.
but
If
it's
they
not.
play it on turn 2 and you let them untap with it, it's really fucking good.
No, it's okay.
They can just undo your Living End.
But they can only do it at sorcery speed. That's the problem. They can't do it on my turn. So I dictate. That matters because now if they sacrifice it and undo the Living End and I have mana up, I can cycle in response. So I can play around this card very easily. It just depends on your patience and if they grief the hell out of you.
And it depends what the hell you draw too.
Right. It's just a lot of draws there, but I'm not like cycling around it has never been an issue. Or in the case of just Street Wraith, one dude, who cares?
All right, Carmel's going down to a mulligan here. Matt is too.
Fuck it, ban Dothy Voidwalker. Bring back Scavenging Ooze.
So that's a card that is the hate cards are like the most defendable things from Horizons. Dothy Voidwalker, the fucking original forces, like all the hate cards that are there are all like really solid cards.
Man, I can't defend Force of Negation. I can't defend that card. That should have never been printed.
Yeah, I defend it more than I defend the pitch elementals.
I agree, 100%.
It's gone in and out of playability.
Yeah,
I mean,
anything that's a spell isn't a permanent. So
I think it's a
less
balanced
good.
card.
Like what Force of Negation was
I think
designed
all of
for
those
and
are.
what it's actually being used for are two completely different things.
Well, that's gonna happen.
No, that's fair, but that's just because like with the Cascade decks are really the only ones that are doing their thing at instant speed, and that's the thing. I mean, so I guess if they do end up ever banning Violent Outburst, Force of Negation is going to be like the thing that like it's dying for.
Yep.
But I don't think that means that Force of Negation is like a problematic card because what you said is correct. Like it was meant to like stop somebody from like allowing you to play your deck while stopping somebody from comboing you off on their turn.
Right.
But like Living End allows you to combo on their turn because of Violent Outburst. But I still think both cards are fine, honestly. Like,
yeah.
By the way,
There's
Carmel
enough-
had a snap keep. Just gee whiz.
There's enough hate for Living End naturally that like it getting. I think that it's a deck that's fine to be in the environment. You just have to learn how to play around it and against it.
Man, I'm glad you all think that because like some of the big streamers like Doomwake, all he does half the time is bitch about Living End.
At this point in the game, nobody should bitch that hard about that much. I bitch about cards like the One Ring because I don't like a card that just goes in
just
every
in
deck.
every deck. Yeah, that is annoying.
That's the problematic part.
That's your call right there, Dustin. You're right. There's a 0-drop around the chalice.
Yep.
He's got Inspiring Vantage. I saw Sunbaked Canyon. Saw Goblin Guide. Saw Swift Spear, I think.
Zabayos. Gotta say the name because it's fucking fun.
Looks like a Wooded Foothills.
Reveal.
This is like.
Ooh.
I don't think I like this Goblin Guide art.
It's identifiable, so I like it.
I dig that one. I do. I like that one. It's better than the other reprint they did of it.
I like the one where the dude's got the map that's upside down. That one fucking kills me.
Well, this one's like it's on his head. Like the original is the best, but this one's better than the other reprint where it's a guy like come across this bridge because it's not as goofy. Like the card needs to be a little goofy, you know? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Because a goblin is guiding you. Like who the hell would do that?
The guy had no idea where the fuck he's going.
Yeah, you're being guided by some fucktarded degenerate that has like might just rape you in your sleep on the trip. You know, like, you don't know what this guy's gonna do. It's a fucking goblin, man. Like you can't trust these guys.
Coming in for the smacks. Shows Gemstone
Unmanned
Cavern.
Splinter Twin.
Yes.
I think
Jerry thinks it's fine.
I think the things that
back when it got
that
banned, you
decks-
should have just banned fucking Deceiver Exarch. Make the deck die to bolt.
Birthing Pod,
like,
Splendor
that's
Twin.
fair.
I think anything that's a deck on its own should be unbanned.
I would play it.
think-
If you unban it, I would play it.
I would argue against Pod.
It's a fun
It's
deck.
gotten better because of cards like Force
the-
Negation.
The problem is every card in the deck turns into an instant kill. I don't think we want that.
We already have that though.
And
Like, it's
what are you
fine.
talking about?
Birthing Pod looping into
Oh.
easy Kiki Jiki Karmic
But
Guide
there's so many
combos.
things that answer it now.
So
So, like-
Isaiah is convinced that Birthing Pod is the most unbannable card. He thinks it's completely unplayable.
No, you just put it in Yogg first
No,
off.
I wouldn't.
Like that's
what I
the
thought.
yeah.
That's exactly
that's the
what I
fail
thought.
case.
He thinks it's completely unplayable. He's
No,
like,
no,
that
no.
card's not even good.
It is totally good. It is totally a card that would be played if it were unbanned, but I don't think there's enough answers for it. It's sorcery speed.
He didn't.
I think that there's-
he didn't.
I think
He
it'd be
didn't play
fine.
modern back in those days.
No,
he didn't
he
realize
didn't.
that back in those days when that card was legal, Birds of Paradise was the monkey.
Swift Spear?
I mean, it was the monkey. If you didn't bolt a bird, you were fucking dead.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
420 YOLO Blaze it. No, he's not going to block. Obviously, he shouldn't block. Hold priority. Bolt him in the face.
He's got a spike. He's got
Thought. Okay, there's a block.
see a fetch. And
There's a
use-
spike, as you
I
said.
think I see there's a blaze in there.
I thought there was a blaze because you can blaze Zbaz here and then apply some extra pressure. Was that a 2/2? The
2/2 guide.
not the guide. The thing he's blocking
automaton?
with.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
a
okay, I
2/2.
didn't know if it was a zero. I couldn't remember if it was a 0/0 or a 1/1.
It's a 1/1 to start. And then
Weird
just the
ass
counters.
affinity cards.
That card's a fucking good card. That
It is a very good card.
artifact deck's really, that was a boon.
It even showed its metal in the league.
Get it?
Huge boon. Oh,
Showed
dude,
its metal.
league for sure.
It did.
God, that
Yeah.
pun was great. I'm gonna eat that live.
Yeah, I do like a good pun.
All right, we're gonna see.
Okay,
I'll
so
tell you,
There.
I'll tell you who's great at puns is fucking Matt Wise.
Yeah.
Matt Wise is
Super dad
is a
puns.
pun champion.
yeah, he is. So there's gonna be a trade on the creatures. He's gonna lose Zbaz, take 3 to the dome, take 2 more to the dome. He'll be at 8 upon this thing. Depends on if he wants to regen here. I don't know. Does he want to regen here? Looks like he doesn't.
I guess he's saving it for some other thing that. Might come up.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, that happens. Modular. Goodbye, Goblin Guide.
Oh yeah.
So the result's still the same, but I thought we were like, minus the patchwork.
Okay, so he's basically all in on this thing, which makes sense. It's a big fucking thing that Burn can't really deal with.
What's Carmel's hand look like?
Carmel's got
Mountain,
a mountain.
a spike, and something else.
I think he's got a couple of mountains.
Man, it'd be all his mountains.
Yeah, that would be. Maybe we'll
That's
get a
an
look here.
that's
This
an
is
arid
another
mesa
land.
spike, arid mesa mountain.
Oof.
Is there like I think the back card might be something else.
No, it's a mountain, I think. Wait, no, it's not a mountain.
No, it's
Uh,
Oh, it's a full art Path to Exile.
Oh,
I think.
that's weird.
That's an oldie but goldie. Vern still plays Path once in a while, as you should.
Well, Path is making a comeback. It's been in both rounds today. You know what? Actually, I think it deserves a feature. We're gonna bring up Path to Exile.
Hell yeah, baby. Show me. I don't remember what this card does.
There's probably a lot of people watching that don't know. And we
Man,
have so
you know
many
you're
viewers.
right.
so many
Most of
viewers.
them are your friends, but
Hey, I mean, we have on YouTube.
How's the turnout?
1,500 followers.
dude, it's actually good. Like I think that you're the problem. I'm going with that.
Right? Yeah.
How's he the problem? He's only got 2 points, just like me.
Ban PTE.
What's PTE?
PTE.
What's that acronym? Ban
I don't know.
PTE.
Path to Exile. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
PTE OP.
Oh wow. All right.
You know, there was a time where people were bitching about it. Fucking 10 years ago. Then again,
Oh,
Magic
it is
players
the good
bitch about
path.
everything. There it
We
is.
do bitch about most things most of the time.
He paid the ward too.
He
Carmel,
did.
you're so kind to remind him.
Ye old path.
Regenerate that.
That sucks for Matt because he was very all in on that.
Matt,
He
exile
was.
it.
He was. He's forgotten.
Yeah.
Nobody plays
Nobody
this
knows
card.
what this card does.
His is a bygone era card
Man,
here.
my age is showing in this damn game. Play
Play
it 20 fucking years.
No. I'm gonna let him know.
Exile that shit.
It exiles.
LSV and
I know that
Mangucci
nobody
are
plays that
here.
card anymore, but that's what it does.
You need to make sure that you force take action swag upon them, Isaiah. That's your task for this weekend, to make sure LSV gets a take action token somehow.
I told you.
Even if you
I
throw
told
it
you.
at him.
He was like, I'm going to play in this tournament where the winner gets this badass brainstorm. I'm like, well, you're just going to lose to LSV.
Right?
Because
He's just gonna cheat
LSV's
you.
just
So
going to be
whatever.
like, ooh, brainstorm. Because that's like his favorite card ever.
Alright,
So
this is
like,
looking
he's gonna play
okay
that, and
for
you're gonna lose.
Carmel here.
What format is it?
I
The
think
main
it's
is
some
sealed.
it's some form of a limited, which Isaiah's not
Yeah.
even going to get to.
Oh, so
Yeah.
okay. I
Isaiah's
don't-
not a good limited player.
I should photo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi,
ass.
Isaiah.
I'm gonna
Hey.
shove a food token up his ass.
As long as you, hey man,
Good luck.
like
Tasty food right there.
Good luck.
If it helps any better, he's cheated before, so don't feel so bad.
100K woe sealed.
Wilds of Eldraine.
Low sealed is meh. I
I
hate
feel
the
like-
I hate the enchanted tails in the set. They should not be
They're
draftable.
so bad.
No, they're busted. I keep
uh,
losing the dumb shit like intangible fucking virtue.
That's one of the
I think
few good
the
ones.
enchantments are bad. and
There's
I
only
think,
like 6
I-
that are really good.
I think the other the big problem with the set to me is that the cards that aren't enchantments but have the word enchantment on them are all fucking bad. Like literally every one of them, and that's kind of a problem.
I keep getting domed on by the best of those enchantments. I'm like, why is
Oh,
intangible
Dave Eldon cheering you on? Sweet.
why is intangible virtue in here? Why is Dragon Mantle in here? Why are these in
Oh.
here?
At least Dragon Mantle is a playable card in an aggro deck. Some of the shit's just stupid.
Right.
Why do they have like 5 different cards in there that double the amount of tokens you make in green? Like,
Try to just run my side and win.
Right,
Sure, Isaiah.
right. Obviously, doubling season isn't where you want to be, but it's the uncommon ones that are fucking problematic.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Is that they did like 3 different. They used 3 different slots
Right.
for things that double the amount of tokens you get.
Right. Like, what?
Can
And like
Carmel
they
get there?
use multiple slots to make the rat tokens
2
like
Eidolons.
pinging,
like-
like Goblin Bombardment, and then the
Shut them off at casting
ones
spells,
that,
I
like,
guess.
trigger when they attack, the one that triggers when they enter. It's
But
just
like, why would you print? Why would you allow a card that got banned in block into your limited format?
Yeah, I mean it's fair.
That's dumb. It's just
It is.
bleh.
It's a weird spot for this game.
Oh, it's a great spot. It's a game.
It's a game. It's fucking weird, though.
We got scales. We got walking ballista. Not
Carmel
walking
has
ballista.
land
No, that's
and
a
another
Hangarack shocker.
Eidolon in hand.
Shoot Eidolon. Okay,
Oh wow, I think this is actually interesting that he would do this.
I agree.
because-
He's got to play Magic.
Yeah, like yeah.
That tells me the 2 cards in Matt's hand are ass.
Okay, that's fair. But I mean, like, Carmel was also in a rough
Guys,
spot with his.
that was a
vibe.
Soul Cauldron. He's gonna do the thing. Is he gonna do it? Turn his Zabaz into a walking ballista.
I think that's what
Wait,
he's
what?
doing.
Yeah, got a Soul Cauldron.
Yeah.
Someone sideboarded in a Midnight Hunt card and sealed? And Woe sealed?
Yeah, because
That's pretty fucked up.
Jesus Christ.
That'd be funny if people are just like breaking out soul rings and shit in the
Yeah, like I can't look. I guess it just my beef with it is even if it's not a power level thing, it takes away from the set itself. Like I know Intangible Virtue is a good card. I know Dragon Mantle is a good card. I know Doubling Season is a good card.
It obscures
Like,
the limited environment.
But I came
for
here
sure.
to play Wilds of Eldraine Limited, not fucking Enchantment's greatest hits.
For sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
But that's what
but
they're turning everything into.
It's more reprints for Commander than it is like actually good limited.
Right.
No, they don't. That's the example of what I was talking about earlier.
I
They're just
love-
selling product.
I just want to
They
say,
just want
for
cards and
anyone
packs
that
to
gives
sell
a fuck
product.
and is listening, I actually love the idea of the extra sheet, and we do an awesome league here, and like that extra sheet makes those leagues so fucking interesting. This is the worst one they've ever done by far, by far. Like it's not really interesting. It's
All right.
fucking bad, and it's the worst. It's the worst card type ever made is enchantment. So
Right.
of course it's going to be the worst. one.
Carmel's pretty stuck.
Took
here.
a lot
He
of
only has an
took a lot of
Eidolon
shit
in
to make the
hand,
card type playable.
And
Yeah, it did.
with this Agatha Soul Cauldron turning Zabaz into a walking ballista, he doesn't really have a good out.
No. Good play on Matt. I saw it happening. He's gonna get him.
The ruling was he was too stupid to know what was going on, and he was generally confused, so he got a warning.
Man, that's bogus. Man, I'd have appealed that shit. I'd been like, get the head.
Should be playing
What? It smashed the smithereens, baby.
on the Soul Cauldron, I assume.
Come on, Matt. You can beat it here. I don't know what he's targeting.
You have to assume the Cauldron. That's what matters the most.
Okay, he's targeting the cauldron. Yeah, he can't target Zabaz because he'll sack Zabaz in response. And since the damage is contingent upon resolution.
So,
Yeah.
Does he
is
win?
there a burn spell to finish this off?
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
Oh,
Eidolon.
Mountain!
He has an Eidolon. to finish
Oh.
it off, so Matt can't cast anything.
So Matt is contingent on drawing Saga. Or just winning the game. You draw something. What was that?
Anything he casts is going to kill him.
Okay. Ooh, okay. That's a land. That's the modular land.
I think his best draw at this point is Urza Saga.
Yes, it's his only draw. Or if he has a... Does that deck have any X spells that are worth playing? I
No.
don't think so.
No.
Oh yeah, it does. I'm dumb.
So he can't.
Pays 4 for a walking ballista.
He can't turn. Well, yeah, that's true.
So now he can draw a walking ballista and murder his opponent.
I think you just turn this sideways, right?
No, he dies to the Eidolon on the crackback.
But he
No,
can,
because he can animate this to block.
He's turning that sideways.
Yeah.
This is wrong. What he should have done is attacked
Yeah.
with this, and then he can block the Eidolon, and then all of a sudden Carmel can't cast any
And
spells.
also Carmel.
Carmel, is he dead?
Oh, yeah.
Did he die? He did not die.
Not yet.
What do you draw? Is that I think he drew a Nexus. Looked like a alternate.
I think any draws that aren't.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's another
look at-
mainland.
Look at that fast action.
Carmel's
Eyes
got
on
a
my
guide.
part.
All right, you got to attack now. You got to attack with like you're on chump duty with these 1/1s.
Please, Matt. You're on Chump.
Yeah,
You're in
have
Chump
to
City.
you have to get him to a turn within lethal here. Wait, this would take him. This is a 4/4, right?
Yeah.
So this essentially makes it to where he can no longer cast
No,
spells.
no. That's the Arcbound creatures are
it's a 3/3.
zeros. Yeah,
that's
it's
right,
a 3/3.
that's right. So it's a 3/3.
You still attack with it.
But
I think you still
absolutely do.
you come in
absolutely
sideways.
do.
I don't like this. I don't like this either. You and I both agree here.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think we need to be turning Zbaz sideways and leaving Inkmoth Nexus
I think
alone.
you're not going to win with infect damage in this game, is what I think. I think there's zero chance of that. All right.
Okay, so he's got to block Zbaz. He can't not let it block. Okay, so he hits it.
Does it have flying?
No, but Zabaz has
He
walking.
can-
But Zabaz is
okay.
walking ballista. So
Not anymore.
yes, it is. Oh no, it's not. Agatha Soul
Yeah.
Cauldron's gone. Never mind.
But
But-
so that chump there turns on Carmel's Goblin Guide in his hand. So if you top decks anything of any value,
Top deck's a bolt. That's literally it.
yeah. I mean that's the thing when you get against when you're playing against Burn, man, they just get in this mode where like, am I dead? Am I dead?
Yeah.
Am I dead yet?
Because you're playing against scales here, man. You don't
All right,
you don't need to
so-
sandbag it
He's going to take this opportunity to play more spells,
as you do.
Yeah. Okay.
as one would, yes.
That gives him an
okay.
opportunity. That gives him a chump blocker. Burn
Okay.
spell.
Did he fade another one?
I think he did. That
Yeah.
did not look like a win.
Looks like a blocker.
This looks like a scoop.
Ah,
We
So
did it.
close.
Going to game 3.
Faded 3 top decks. Matt, you're the best.
Nice to see this round taking a fair amount of time. Yeah, like sometimes burn versus affinity is just over in a flash.
Yeah, and there's just a race. This is not bad. Those pitch stuff
Carmel
there
and
at the
Matt,
end,
when you guys
too.
are watching this back, there is somebody in the chat that appreciates your slow play.
It was interesting states. That was actual magic happening.
So I don't think I even told you, Dustin. Belcher, the reason I chose to replay it is because it won an RCQ and then it finished second at another RCQ.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, and because of the Spike Field Hazard interaction with Scam Dudes, it's like combo is actually kind of playable. So let's do it.
Like, I think it's a decent deck, but like, it's like I can't even imagine sleeving that thing up in paper. Like having to like stack your entire deck with the cross up paths and like
All it has.
it's like it's a very time consuming.
It's a bear.
thing.
It's a bear of a thing to do.
My running joke is the day that happens on a feature match of a big
yeah.
tournament series, it's going to get banned like a week later because it takes like
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
fast at it and it still takes me 5 minutes to do the full like.
But you're stacking your entire deck.
If
Like,
I'm
yeah,
do-
like,
if I'm doing
there's
the
a lot of thought that goes behind that. I even think on it's actually probably worse on Moto, where you have to click every fucking card.
Right.
individually.
Yeah.
But like if you're just going for the Belcher kill, it's actually easy. It's that's quick. But if your opponent like has the answer to Belcher, like they have a pithing needle out, and you have to go the Storm kill, that's a 22. I think it's 22 cards. You have to have 22 cards in a specific order on the top of your deck to kill your opponent.
Yeah.
I had so back before they did the pitch elementals, I had this land destruction deck that had 24 main deck land destruction spells, and it won with John, help me out. It was the 2/6 fucking
The Magus of the
Magus of
the
basically you have to pay a
Tabernacle.
mana for your
Tabernacle.
creature for each
The
creature.
Magus of the Tabernacle.
Yeah, Magus of the Tabernacle.
The three in a white for a 2/6 flyer.
So anyway, I was playing online against a guy who was playing Charbelcher, and I literally was just like, turn 2, blow up a land. Turn 3, blow up a land. Turn 4, blow up a land. Turn 5, blow up a land. Turn 6, and I just did this throughout the entire game. And my opponent stopped on this turn and got in a chat and said, "Oh, now you're gonna pay." He actually typed that before playing anything in this turn, and then he went, "Fucking like played a second land," and then it was just like, ritual, play a thing,
Mhm.
ritual, Charbelcher, Mana Tithe. And then it was just a bunch of like ampersand, number sign, dollar sign, like he just cussed me out. In the chat.
Like, I mean, you're playing Belcher. You're subject to lose to the you know what you're doing when you play the deck.
Oh yeah,
I'm not going to sit here and
Not a
pretend.
spike start from Carmel.
Speaking of decks, so remember how everyone was talking on hyping up Beseech the Mirror, how it's like, oh, it's going to be good in Modern and such. They're all talking about how it's going to be good in Cabal Coffers, but they ain't doing shit in Cabal Coffers.
Are you talking about the 4 mana
Oh,
ritual?
Thomas.
No, the
talking
four
about tutor.
mana mythic that lets you. It's a demonic tutor for 4 mana.
Or the tutor. Is
Yeah,
what I mean.
or-
No, that card looked bad. I think tutors are generally bad.
Well, this one's actually playable.
It is.
Like we
playable.
obviously y'all saw me kind of figure it out in the ad nauseum deck, but someone top 8'd a challenge with Oops All Spells, turning Pentad Prisms into Balustrade Spies for kills.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if
Okay.
people are down on Archmage's Charm, then Oops All Spells is a viable deck.
right.
The second that people start playing Archmage's Charm, that deck just fucking loses.
Oh yeah, like we're so begging, just like please let me draw Pact of Negation. Please let me draw this stupid card.
I think it is the most playable of any of those cards have been. The bargain part is really easy to turn on. I think it's an interesting card because it opens up very specific strategy, or it can open up some pretty specific fringe strategies. I think that's okay.
From what I've seen, it brought back at least Pentad Prism strategies to at least playable status.
Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah,
just dead archetype because
No,
you lost your Spirit Guide and they have to ferry.
I think the card's fine. I've actually been brewing with
If only we had Tolarian Academy.
Oh, man, don't tempt me with a good time.
Doom Foretold in Modern, and it's been pretty fun thanks to that card. So
Now in Legacy and Vintage, that card needs to go. That card needs to go like yesterday. It's just turning it. They grab Gaia's Will, and it's just playing. It's 4 copies of Yawgmoth's Will, but it's 4 mana instead of 3.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. That's where that card's pretty solid. All right, we got a Searing Blaze,
420 YOLO, blaze it.
Ravager. So can he sack it and put the counter on his artifact land? This wacky thing.
No, it only goes on creatures, right? Yeah, no.
We'll find out. Matt knows.
He
Okay.
He loses the counter.
I'm like, I know Matt knows. I trust him.
Yeah, the sack doesn't do anything here.
So,
And the 2 targets, Matt does take 3 damage. There's no way to get out of that
so
one.
he needs to. Matt's plan here, I think, is going to be make a deuter, get a stick, equip the stick, attack with some
I'm a fan of
lifelink.
deuters.
What's that?
I'm a fan of
No,
deuters.
he's not.
Nope.
He's making, dude. People like to come on our stream and then play Urza Saga and then never make dudes with it. Like that's what happens.
It's weird.
Do the thing.
I
It
like
is
the dudes.
I know, it
I'm
is
a
the
fan
thing.
of the dudes.
No, it would be good here.
But Matt has something better in his mind. So
Skewer.
So here's a question: the Ozlith has only won 1 counters, right?
yes.
Okay.
No.
Oh no, it does
More.
include death touch counters and weird
It
other
includes all the counters.
So-
Yeah.
other
What-
shit
does it
counters.
count these when this goes? Does it put? Fucking,
No, it's
okay.
specific to death touch, lifelink, first strike.
All the things
Oh,
that were
okay.
in Ikoria.
creature specific.
Creature
It-
specific.
It does not
counters,
include
yes.
lore counters. That is funny. That's a funny question though.
Yeah, that is. Give it 5 years. It'll be an Ozlith that includes those too.
Man, don't say that. I kind of just want,
This game is snowballing very quickly into nonsense. Like everyone knows it.
Have you played Yu-Gi-Oh? That's the ultimate
It's fine.
nonsense.
It's really fine. People have been saying that for like 20 years.
It's getting
I've
worse.
been saying it for 5 years. 20 years ago, no, it was really solid.
It's just dumb.
Everything in Magic
I
was
think-
really,
I think
really
it's
solid.
fine. I have no problem with this game.
This is weird.
This
What is he doing with this skewer?
Like he was pointing it at the creature, but I think he's
I'm like, go to the
that
face.
doesn't make any sense. It
Carmel.
should all go to the face.
Face roll him.
Yeah, that's the point. You're playing burn. Hit the face.
Attack with the Swifty after you
Burn.
do this thing, and then make him block.
This is Ravager, right?
No,
No,
that's
that's Walking
Hangerback
Ballista.
Walker.
Oh,
Or
okay.
not.
Yeah, then fuck it.
Hangerback Walker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ravager's in his graveyard. They both look like Godzilla, but Ravager has older artwork. Mecha
If it was Ravager, I could make the case because you just might not get it. Like
Yeah,
you
no,
just die, you know?
Ravager always has to be answered against this deck. Ravager has to not be there. Has been and always will be the best card in the deck.
He's just going face.
Yes, as you do. Attack, block, make a deuter.
Duder.
Little deuter. Meow. Trigger Ozlith. Huh? You missed?
He did
Missed.
miss.
Okay. That's
Missed.
rare. What is he doing with this?
He's
Making
probably
mana.
describing how he just missed at this point.
Yeah,
like,
he probably is.
like that died. It goes on to the Ozlith.
And he in typical Matt fashion, he's like, I'm such a dummy.
There's
or
the
something.
stick.
Yeah. Says some really nice, pleasant thing to
Yeah.
say.
Equip the stick. Probably. Attack. No, block. He's got to be on blocker duty. He's on blocker duty and hope it. Yeah, because he bricked on it. He's going to let him do it? Nope.
What?
Can you pull up Ozlith? I need to read this card. Too many questions.
It's a wacky ass card.
A bunch of fucking text on it.
The Ozlith. Yeah, the moment when I realized it doubled up modular triggers, I was like, oh my god.
Type in bottom T ST. There you go.
Yeah,
The
the Ozlith. The OG. Nuka.
Original. Uh-oh.
Not Eve.
Yeah,
Who's this
yeah.
bitch?
Oh my god.
Why is it bringing up oozes?
Because it's the
Dave
first card in the
Eldon?
list. Because he typed in OZ.
All right, Isaiah.
Yeah,
Bitch at Dave Eldon for his.
It's like the One Ring. It just refuses.
It just
right, well,
refuses.
We got a Ravager on Matt's side, so that's bad
It
news.
does indeed refuse. Let's see if the One Ring is fixed.
I'm gonna pull it up on my phone since it wants to be butt stuff.
Something about when the word starts with a the. Like
Just can't handle it.
We have issues. I'm gonna have to ask Dave the next time he's in here.
Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on the Ozolith. Beginning of combat on your turn, if the Ozolith has counters on it, you may move all counters from Ozolith onto target creature.
Oh,
Okay, so you definitely missed it.
6 points of life gain.
No, I knew he missed it.
That's atrocious.
Nice.
Okay,
Welcome back. This game's getting out of reach.
Yeah, and he's like, never mind.
And
That
Scoop
was
him
it.
up.
Matt Wise
The stick.
with a win.
The stick and the deuter.
And Matt Wise, you can just stay right where you are because you were going to be there for round 3.
Oh, show.
The stick and the
Back
deuter.
For long.
Yeah. Yeah.